Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkey. I'm back for another video. In today's video, we will be continuing What If Dabura Turned Good. This is the 7th part, and we will be continuing the Zamasu arc, or the Zamasu arc. I don't know why I said Zamasu like that, but okay. And if you haven't already, go check out all the previous parts, and make sure you drop a like, and you know what? Actually, let's set a like goal. Yeah. Like goal. My friend told me I should set a like goal, so I'm gonna do that. So let's get 150 likes. I don't usually check my likes and all that, but yeah, I don't really know if I can even hit that many likes or how many likes I usually get. But that's quite a lot. So maybe you guys will struggle with hitting that, but 150 likes, that sounds reasonable. But you know what, let's get that like goal, and yeah, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I upload. As well as that, go follow my Instagram and all that good stuff, and share the video with someone who might enjoy it. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Goku and Vegeta, as well as Trunks, are now back in the past. They are not happy. Goku is not happy. He just got destroyed by Broly. Goku and both Vegeta have got rage boiling within them. So much so that Vegeta, he doesn't even say a word. He just steps out. He gets a senzu bean, rests up, powers up to Super Saiyan, and he shoots for the lookout. He wants to train right now. Meanwhile, Goku tells Vegeta that he'll join him in a couple of hours, but he's got some other things to do. But don't get me wrong, Goku is just as angry as Vegeta. Now, we are going to be doing some backstory. Yeah, backstory. And we see Zamasu. He is in space with the Super Dragon Balls. Yes, Zamasu had been watching the Universe 7 vs Universe 6 tournament on GodTube. And he was shocked. No, he was horrified to even see Broly lay a finger on Champa. He was shocked at how Broly, a mere mortal, would dare do such a thing. Although Broly didn't use God Ki, it didn't matter to Zamasu. After what he had done, he had touched a god. Zamasu, like in the original, would then gather up the Super Dragon Balls, and he would summon a Super Shenron, and he makes a wish that is quite interesting. Give me Broly's body. However, we would then see a Broly from a different dimension, or a different timeline, be changed. We see that Broly, of course, from the Dragon Ball Z version, would be switched with Zamasu. Yes, we would see a different version of Broly from a different dimension. We saw Broly Black then go to Broly's planet and probably just kill Zamasu and Paragus. Well, obviously Zamasu and Broly's body. Pretty confusing, I know. It's pretty confusing whenever I think about covering the Zamasu arc, but yeah, and he would kill Paragus. So yes, this was the Dragon Ball Z Broly from the movies. Right after that, we of course see the other Zamasu make the wish for immortality, and so Broly would then begin to terrorize Trunks' timeline to grow in strength. However, they were not the only ones who were using the Dragon Balls, as we then saw on Earth, Goten and Trunks had gathered up the Dragon Balls, while Goku, Vegeta and Trunks were fighting away in Trunks' timeline. They had made a wish, and although this wish was a complicated one, it may have even actually required 2 wishes. But I believe it can be done. What is this mysterious wish, you may ask? You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait to find out. Don't worry though, you'll find out this part, or, well, you're gonna find out this part, Of course, not gonna let you wait till the next part. That'd just be so cruel of me, after you already have to wait so many parts just to get things happening. But yeah, let's get into the sort of Zamasu, I guess, erasure, whatever you call this bit of the Zamasu arc, because the Zamasu arc is so complicated to me. But yeah, this wish was quite complicated. Goten and Trunks would have it done. So let's get right into, of course, Goku, because Goku would then explain to Whis and Beerus the whole Zamasu situation, what had happened, what had actually transpired in the event of him going to the future, to which they explained their part. But they still decided to pay Zamasu a visit, and this, of course, ends with Zamasu being erased by Lord Beerus. Goku would then arrive on Earth, and he would instantly go for the time chamber. Goku and Vegeta would then begin training, and this was not any old training. This was intense. They were going at it. Every single day, Goku and Vegeta would train in the hyperbolic time chamber like they had never trained before. Goku and Vegeta had never trained this hard. Goku thought about Broly and how someone would dare take his body. Now remember guys, Vegeta has basically had a little bit of training, but it's only like a couple of months, so Vegeta is a tiny bit ahead of Goku in training, but Goku still has the Kaioken to make up for that, so yeah, don't worry about that. But Goku and Vegeta would continue to train, and to train, and to train, and they would continue to train every single day. They would power up to Super Saiyan Blue, and they would go at it. They were planning to break through their limits, and they eventually would break through their limits. They would actually destroy the entire lookout when releasing their full power. Yes, as you know, Vegeta blew up just the blew up just the time chamber. But no, Goku and Vegeta, they blew up the whole freaking lookout. Mr. Popo and Dende, they went flying. Don't worry though, Mr. Popo, he saved Dende, of course. And yeah, they told Goku and Vegeta off, and yeah, no, not good. They destroyed the entire lookout because, you know, they had to get the Dragon Balls and wish the lookout back. And why am I even talking about the lookout? Anyways, Goku and Vegeta were now obviously had broken through their limits, and they were ready. They were ready to go and fight Broly. They had become prepared, they would say. They were prepared to go to the future. And, of course, you know, we would see Goten and Trunks. They are keen on going. They want to join Goku and Vegeta. They don't care. They explained that they don't care. They're going to come. They don't care. They're coming too. Trunks, of course, he's not going to let them go. Like the first time, he's already seen how powerful Broly Black is. It's not going to change his mind. However, Goten and Trunks continue to persist, and Goku and Vegeta actually agree with Goten and Trunks. They think that maybe this might be some good experience for them, and worst comes to worst, Goten and Trunks can just run away and hide. I mean, Goku and Vegeta are pretty confident in their abilities to defeat Broly, and with this much persistence from Goten and Trunks, future Trunks decides that, you know, whatever, I guess he'll let them come, but they better be on their best behaviour. Of course, he doesn't want to let them go, but you know what, he explains that they can come. They won't fight anyone though. They're not going to fight anyone, unless they have to. Of course, Chi-Chi and Bulma have no clue this is happening, and thank God they don't, so we're just going to forget they exist for a second, otherwise that's going to give Goten and Trunks quite the headache. And so the two boys go. Now, Trunks might have to make a second trip to the past to take them, or they could always just squeeze in. So yeah, they all arrive, and of course, Goku and Vegeta have actually been quite silent. They need to settle the score with Broly, who's currently waiting for them. Goku and Vegeta tell Trunks to look after Goten and his past self, you know, the past Trunks, and the future Trunks takes these two somewhere safe, probably in the underground bunker, and he tells them to stay here and not to come out. He then begins his battle against Zamasu, who is of course immortal, but Trunks is more worried about actually Goku and Vegeta, who are about to 2v1 Broly, and I think we should look at that fight since it's a big one. Goku and Vegeta both power up to Super Saiyan Blue, and if you remember what Goku and Vegeta did during the Tournament of Power against Jiren, then yeah, you're in for a surprise, as this is identical to what happened then. They begin to both power up. They're going to team up for the first time. They power up to their maximum strength, with Goku first of all breaking through his limits, going to a Kaioken times 20, basically having no difficulty using it. Meanwhile, Vegeta powers up even further beyond. He powers up past Super Saiyan Blue. He goes to his next evolution. Yes, while in the time chamber, he was thinking about future Trunks and all his suffering, as well as many other things like Bulma, his potential daughter being born. All of these things stacked up, and they caused Vegeta to evolve in his own way, allowing him to achieve Super Saiyan Blue evolution. These two, I would say, were now about the same strength as they were when they fought Jiren together in the Tournament of Power, and so, together, they both rushed Broly and began fighting him. Broly was cocky, but was then met with a sudden shock. How? How was this possible? How could these two Saiyans have grown so powerful in such a short amount of time? Of course, Goku and Vegeta both began their speeches on Broly. Broly has just stolen Broly's body. Well, damn, yeah, I should have probably called Broly Black. But Broly Black has just stolen the real Broly's body. And he's not actually worked hard for his strength. This is disgusting. This isn't the Saiyan way. Meanwhile, Vegeta went on about his speech, about how Broly would dare terrorize Trunks in his timeline. Goku and Vegeta were both infuriated. Vegeta because Broly would terrorize Trunks' timeline, and Goku because Broly would dare steal his student's body. The two beat Broly up. Broly was now helpless. They had a rage boost as well as having trained so much. They were just too powerful. As well as working together, yeah, Broly didn't stand a chance. The two combined were just too powerful for Broly. Broly did of course try and fight back, but he was just helpless. He was getting destroyed. Broly couldn't understand how this was possible. Just a few days ago, they had been helpless to fight him. He had easily fought the both of them with little to no effort. Goku and Vegeta were just too powerful for Broly. They charged up a final Kamehameha and fired it at him, seemingly killing the beast. Broly, however, had survived. He had been greatly damaged, and he fell to the ground, on his knees, huffing and puffing. Angrily, he screamed as he stood back up. His power increased. He tried to match theirs, but the gap was just too wide. Goku and Vegeta were too ahead of Broly. Their training had been worth it. Meanwhile, Zamasu had noticed and had actually gotten an idea. He decided he would fuse with Broly. Of course, he removed his Potara earring and he managed to escape. He managed to escape the battle with Trunks. Trunks tried to follow after him, but it was useless. Zamasu was running away. Zamasu yelled out for Broly to, of course, put the Potara on. Broly had to, of course, take it off because, he has two Brolys. Broly began to laugh at Goku and Vegeta, and to be honest, Broly kind of sounded like he was going to go insane. He removed the earring and he flew towards Zamasu as the two had their bodies combine and clash into each other, which is really interesting because in the last What If I just did, someone else just had a Potara fusion, and now we're having another one, which is pretty interesting. And the two combined and a bright light emerged. From this light, a menacing, destructive, ominous key could be felt. It was terrifying. Trunks looked up in horror. He saw it from the sky as a sort of angel-like being descended. It was fused Zamasu. Goku and Vegeta were shocked. They could sense how powerful this fusion was. However, they would not back down. Goku and Vegeta powered up and flew towards the fusion. They began to fight it. Of course, Zamasu was now many times stronger than them. However, Goku and Vegeta weren't doing as bad as you might think, as they had their teamwork, and so were actually making up quite well for the lack in power, and they were, however, getting overwhelmed slowly, but they were putting up a pretty good fight. But surely, they could fire multiple ki blasts to try and just slowly weaken him and other attacks at Zamasu. Zamasu then kind of got a bit agitated. These little mortals think they can team up against him. He fired a full power blast at Goku, and Goku was then sent flying. He then targeted Vegeta, and he knows exactly what he's doing, because he made it a 1v1 against Vegeta. Vegeta struggled to, somewhat keep up, but he was actually doing okay, getting some good hits in. Eventually, however, he smashed Vegeta away, sending him flying Vegeta. Vegeta knew that there was no way he could win against fused Zamasu, because Zamasu was immortal, and Vegeta decided that they were going to have to retreat again. Not because of the lack in power, mainly just because Zamasu is immortal and it doesn't really matter what Goku or Vegeta throw at him. Goku also understood this, however, Zamasu blocked their way. He would not let them escape. Goku and Vegeta were not happy. Trunks tried to hold Zamasu off and act as a distraction, but it was pointless. Zamasu's just way stronger than him. There's no point in doing it. He got destroyed. However, someone yelled for Zamasu to stop, to which he did. We then saw it. It was Goten and Trunks. They were in the fusion dance position. Yes, finally you're going to see the fusion dance, as they then did the dance. Something they hadn't done against a proper enemy in a while now. And Gotenks was born. But not any old Gotenks, not the Gotenks you think, however. Yes, they had wished for something quite strange, but also interesting. They wished for Gotenks to be an adult. Yes, after Trunks told them that, they were kids and this was for adults, those kind of gave Trunks and Goten some interesting ideas. And they decided to wish to be an adult, only when they were Gotenks though. And they, made this wish, which is actually really interesting. Now, I do believe that being an adult does actually give you better control of your power. I mean, for example, in Dragon Ball GT, Goku is turned into a child, and he struggles using Super Saiyan 3 because he is a child. However, he doesn't have this struggle when he's an adult. And I know it's not canon, but I still think it can be used to a certain degree. So Gotenks would increase a tiny bit in strength from the wish, but mainly what he gained from this wish was more control. Zamasu scoffed. This low-level mortal, fusion, what a dance. What? He has used the fusion of the gods, the Patara earring. Against this little mortal's fusion, it won't stand a chance. Gotenks, however, smiled. We're now an adult. He then powered up to a new power. Yes, Super Saiyan Rage. The long-awaited Super Saiyan Rage Gotenks, also in adult form actually, is now about to fight Zamasu. This allows Goku and Vegeta to escape, with Trunks deciding he won't leave Gotenks' side. He promised he would look after Kid Trunks. The two will hold Zamasu off until Goku and Vegeta get back, with hopefully a new plan to take out this immortal being. Gotenks and Zamasu clash, and I think we'll end it there. So what did you guys think of this part? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you think of Goku and Vegeta training and actually achieving the evolution form for Vegeta, and Goku achieving a kind of times 20 Kaioken without, the maybe destroying your body limit? They, of course, achieved this power a lot earlier as they would have achieved it in the Tournament of Power in the original. What did you think of them defeating Brody Black and him then having to fuse with Zamasu? What did you think of Super Saiyan Rage Gotenks and, him wishing to be an adult? Let me know all of these thoughts down below if you did enjoy. Make sure you leave a like, I want to hit that like goal of 150 likes, and make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you turn the bell icon so you know as soon as I upload. And I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.